actually, you know, afternoon, it's morning. It's only 11 o'clock here in the UK. Feels like afternoon. I don't know where the day is going, but there we go. Right, I started working an hour early. I've cleared it, and I'm taking a couple of hours out to have a look at PMR. I've had a number of people that have contacted me, a good number of people that have contacted me and said, back at the end of last year, you started to look at PMR. How has it gone? Are you still looking at it? Are you still considering it? What's happening? Have you thrown away your money? So many questions. So I thought, yeah, you know, we're now on the 17th of March. So 3 months, it's at least 3 months since I last looked at PMR. The last time I looked at it, we were struggling with the Logitech Pro and feedback. It was horrendous. I was really struggling just to drive, and especially in the road cars. And when we went online, the online multiplayer was just a disaster. And I thought, that's it. I'm going back to Gran Turismo 7. I'm going to just write my money off, and that's it. Well, I never actually deleted the game. So today I thought that we would dive in and just give it a go. So the plan today is that we're going to start with a race weekend in the M4. So I'm not going anywhere any road cars. Going to go with the M4 because this is the car that if I was going to play PMR on a regular basis, it would be the BMW M4 and the BMW M6 would be the two cars that I would want to probably try and major on and tune and get working, etc. As best as possible. Now, I am going to go in the headphones today. And we'll just see how we go. Speedy B, good afternoon to you. Stephen, good afternoon. Grenster's in, and Ollie as well. Good afternoon to the both of you. And yeah, general opinion, I think, for a lot of people is that this game has had its day, but they do continue to work on it. And well, let's just see. So what we're going to do is, obviously, I am a Gran Turismo racer, and primarily, I'm going to be looking to see how that stacks up and how we get on with this. So, yeah, we'll see is all I can say. Haven't got a clue how this is going to go. Could be a complete disaster and I could be back in the daily races in 10 minutes. Who knows? Who knows? I'm interested to see how the graphics have improved. I'm also interested in how the gameplay, the physics, the car handling, the race, everything, just seeing how things have improved since the last time. Right, so we're into a race weekend around the Red Bull Ring. I'm in the M4 and we'll see how we go. Ugh, okay, still driving through other cars. I still hate that, but there we go. Aussie Tech, good afternoon, my friend. How you doing? Right, already gone a bit deep into there. Ooh. So, Logitech Pro, still no True Force support. So the force feedback I've got is just basic force feedback. So we lose a lot of the granularity already. I'll tell you, one of the things I'm going to do straight away is I'm going to change my profile because I'm on my GT7 profile. So let's just change over to that one. And I'll just redo the wheel. Aussie Tech, they're talking about finally bringing VR support in version 2. I've heard that. To be quite honest, I think they've still got bigger problems than just VR2, if I'm honest. I think that I'd like to see the game sorted out proper before they start doing that. You know, I want to see True Force support, to be quite honest.
Clear of pit lane.
Yeah, the graphics are still a bit meh compared to Gran Turismo. So I've got a rumble through the steering wheel as I can feel the tarmac, but it's not as refined as Gran Turismo. Oh, crumbs. Trying to drive off that corner, not a bit like Gran Turismo. It felt like it was on ice. Crikey, this is sliding. So we've got 10 minutes of practice. This is more drivable than it was, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to get used to braking a little bit earlier though. Hello, Ninja. Yeah, the graphics. Oh my gosh. You don't realise how spoilt we are in Gran Turismo when you start looking at the graphics in other games. Hard to get off that corner. Where are we? Oh, haven't set time yet. The other thing that will be interesting is to see how the AI behaves. Previously it was a nightmare, just ran you off all the time. Oh, big slide there. Whoa! Okay, a lot of false feedback on that slide there where the back end just started to step out. Wouldn't have caught that before.
Well done. The timing screen shows you're the fastest car out there right now.
Certainly raceable. Where are you going, AI? Right, is it going to learn and give me some room? I think it did. Oh, sliding. Ah. Oh dear, crumbs. Okay, yeah, put a wheel on the gravel, on the curb there and the grass, and that just sucked the wheel round. What's Ozzy just saying? Wish I could stay, as I've not seen you streaming for a while, but have to go pick up the fiance. No worries, mate. That's certainly a more important job than sitting there watching Little Old Me, my friend. But thank you for popping in and saying hello. If you could smack that like button, that would be fantastic. Whoa! Yeah, it doesn't like the curbs.
Final 5 minutes.
Seems to be a little bit more unforgiving than Gran Turismo. certainly feels more alive. Thank you, Ozzy. Oh, I nearly missed my brakes down there. Come on, get around. What have you achieved, Ninja? Oh, too deep. The sound is pretty good, actually. Oh, oh, crikey, that gravel. Wow. The gravel was just like throwing the brakes on the left, on the right hand side. Absolutely pulls the car off the track. Which essentially is what gravel should do. If you've got one wheel on the tarmac and one wheel on the gravel, it should be like throwing the brakes on. So that's a lot less forgiving than Gran Turismo. So we'll try and keep one wheel out the gravel. So after 11 hours long straight of daily races, you've finally got your A rating. Well done. Well done, well done. I managed to get my A as well last week. Now the big question is, can we both keep it? Two cars in front going away. Yeah, these curbs are not very forgiving. So my car is quite quiet, isn't it? That might be a setting that I've got configured incorrectly in the game. Right, one more lap. See what we can do. So first lesson is, don't be too greedy on the curbs. Second is to brake earlier than Gran Turismo because it will slide. So I've had to adjust some of the braking points. Hello, Bagel. So your Gran Turismo 7 racer picked up PMR. So you're in the same boat as me. And you're enjoying it for the short time. Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Do you like the squeak on the brakes? Little things, please little minds, I guess. Right, this is the one I don't want to drift out too far on. Haven't got a lot of confidence through that corner just yet. Haven't got a lot of confidence through a lot of the corners actually. We're down in 14th. Oh my gosh, that's awful. So we were the fastest car on track for a while. And the AI is absolutely woken up. Look at that, a 138.9 for the leader.
Fastest car out there at the moment.
Oh no, we just won a 137.8. Woo! That caught me out. Oh, you can hear the car 200 metre ahead of you rather than my own car. I wonder if that is... Can't remember where the settings are now. L3. Master volume's 100. Music volume, voice volume. Player car volume's 100. Opponent car volume. Ooh! I can't. Right, next session. Let's just very quickly try and do the audio. Opponent car volume. Let's take that down to... Should we take that down to half? And we'll see how we go. Okay, so we're in qualifying now. So my car volume is 100. And I've halved the others. So I've done a big swing to see what difference it makes. And then we can bring it back to 75 if we need to. Oh, caught the barrier there. You could just hear that. And my steering wheel was off centre now. So I have clearly damaged the car. I haven't worked out all of the damage and everything else. I missed a line there, but never mind. Gives me a penalty. Gives me a penalty.
Watch your speed. Don't overshoot the box.
I thought I got the pit limiter thingy on that. I don't know where the pit limiter is. Don't know which is my pit limiter button, if I'm honest. Right, brakes are on. What's happening? Okay, I wasn't far enough forward. Poor parking. Pit service in progress. Hopefully this is going to fix the car. Right, let's not go. Well, we've already caught a pit lane speeding thingy. I'm going to have to... Well, it's actually now put the pit limiter on, so I don't know why it didn't go on. Maybe you just got to get it slowed down for the pit limiter thing to work. But that has sorted out the damage. Feel the gear changes through the steering wheel, which I like as well. That little punch. We did have that in Gran Turismo at one point, but it seems to have gone with the Logitech in recent updates. I do like that little punch as you get that gear just clunks in. Don't go off, don't go off. Whoa. Yeah. Struggling to look at the chat while I'm doing this. Otherwise I'm going to be qualifying right back. Simmetallic, thank you for popping in. I think card audio is based on the camera position as well. I think it's the same in Gran Turismo. You certainly get a different in-car sound if you're in the car. Can't remember where to change the position. I've literally not looked at the settings on the wheel to see where all of the different settings are. Let's not play around, Mitchell. Oh, in the gravel again. Absolutely sucks you around, that one. Right, we've only got 3 minutes to put a decent lap in. This one's invalidated. Let's brake a little bit earlier and see if we can start hitting some of these apexes. Missed that one. There. Just risking the gravel again there. I can't believe how different the braking points are to Gran Turismo.
You're currently the fastest on track.
Slide, slide, slide. Does seem to be a lot more slidey than Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, you feel like you can really lay it into the corners. This is just feels like it just wants to slide. And through the corners in Gran Turismo, when I'm leaning on the tyres, I can feel it through the steering wheel. With this, I can't feel that. You've just got the same like tyre rumble, whether you're going through a tyre, going through a corner or going down the straight. At Gran Turismo, you can feel that granularity where the tyres are gripping the tarmac, and you can. It does help where when you're going into corner where you can feel the maximum grip, and I've lost that at the moment. But I think that is going to be true force. The difference between true force and no true force with the Logitech wheels. Struggling to pick up the apexes with this car. It just seems to want to slide. Brake in a lot earlier. Once again, braking so much earlier than I would normally, and still can't hit the apex. In Gran Turismo, I'll be braking halfway down this curve. I'm braking at the very start of it to try and pick up this curve, this apex. Still,
P1 for the session. Incredible work out there.
oh, it's good enough for pole, but yeah. That barrier smack sounded like someone dropping your plastic container. Oh, Grenchty, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. All right. Okay, so next session, let's have a little look and see what we're into now. The race. Okay, right. Now, I've got to be very, very careful because I can't remember where my handbrake is. Accelerate, brake, clutch, handbrake. Oh, my handbrake is not mapped. Oh, it looks like a lot of my mappings have changed. That's why I'm struggling with the wheel. Yes. I need to go back in and change these. That will be why. Yeah, nothing is set. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. So what we'll do now is, I'm not going to have to worry about wipers and things like that. So the pit limiter, I'll go A. And the handbrake, I'll go... Actually, I'll go A for the handbrake. And I'll go with B for the pit limiter. And the look back camera. I'm not going to worry about looking back. Okay, so that's another thing I need to do then, is need to look at all of the wheel settings and sort them out, which is a bit of a pain because the numbers on my wheel don't correspond to the letters in the game. Just that's a Logitech thing, that isn't a game thing. Right, okay, so let's get the handbrake on. We can skip that. Oh, even with the handbrake on, it moves even with the handbrake on. So we've got a penalty away. We have a problem, Houston. Okay, pit limiter is on. Ugh. Okay, let's just let's do a restart. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat. That was a bit weird. I wonder if that is why.
Get ready, mate.
Yeah, it still goes, even with the handbrake on. You've got a handbrake and foot brake on this one. Oh, didn't get away again. No. Okay. We have completely messed up the we've messed up the let's just do a restart. But before I do that, controls, Logitech, the handbrake. I'm going to set the handbrake over this side. And the what was the other one I changed? Handbrake in the pit limiter. Make sure that that is that one, which it is. Okay. Right, so handbrake is now on the left-hand side. But it still doesn't like that. The handbrake doesn't hold it. So let's just do a restart. We'll get going in a minute. So foot on the foot brake, engage the gear. We'll go a bit of revs. Right, we got away that time. So very, very different to Gran Turismo. Oh, just got knocked wide there a little bit. No further action because I got pushed off. That's good. So again, that's different to Gran Turismo there. That hasn't compromised my race because we were track limits, but we were track limits because we got a thump. 10 out of 10 for PMR there. Gran Turismo, that's a lesson you can learn. Wow, we've got 6 laps around here. Oh, I thought it was 16 for a minute. Right, let's for science, let's let everybody through and then we'll see what we can do in traffic racing against people. Let's see how the AI plays. Hello Greg, how you doing? Right, just gonna need to concentrate a little bit. You definitely know when you've had contact the amount of times in Gran Turismo I say, oh, did we hit each other? You get a nice audible noise when you clunk. Again, one up for PMR over Gran Turismo. I'd like to see Gran Turismo introduce that, where there's then absolutely no doubt that you've hit somebody. I'm loving the little radar in the middle of the screen too. No looking away from the racing line, it's all just in front of you. Just pop one down the inside there, the AI giving me room. Before, the AI would have just run you off the road. That little radar's nice because it only comes on when you're really close to a car. So if you're trying to really concentrate, then it doesn't get in your way quite so much. It's like now we've cleared the car behind, but now no radar, so I can concentrate on what's in front. Having the dynamic radar's really good. With Gran Turismo, it's on all the time. This one, you know you're close when it comes up. Oh no, gravel, gravel, gravel. God, that gravel's nasty. Car just behind. Really need to stay out that gravel there. The car just a little bit slow through there. Oh, that could be a proper track limit for me. Let's see what it's going to do with that one. Oh, it's definitely off the road there. Well, this is definitely playable now. The difference from what I remember back in December to now, it's a very, very different ball game. Obviously, I'm not in the road cars, I'm only in the GR cars. Let's see what we can do about this Mustang. Oh, caught him. Again, you know when you hit a car. A big audible note. No visible damage on that car though, which is a bit of a shame. Or maybe I just didn't hit him hard enough. Oh, he did get pushed wide there though. I did give him room, but again, no further action for the track limits because I got knocked out wide. So the game picking up that it wasn't my fault. Where are we? Currently 8th. We've got just 2 laps to run. This one and one more. So yeah, the graphics do look a bit tame compared to Gran Turismo, but this is still a version 1 game. Version 2 is supposed to be coming out shortly. Whether that will have a big upgrade in graphics or not, I don't know. But I was more interested in the playability at this stage, considering where we were before, and then it'd be interesting to see what the multi-user one is like. Right, Mustang. I got a bit of a slide on there. Just trying to get down the inside. Don't know why those cars are braking midway through that corner. Oh, I'm braking on the exit, so not quite sure what some of the AI cars are doing.
Got a ping with fastest car on track.
Again, I can look at the radar. I could look at the radar whilst looking at the car in front, which is really nice. There was a bit of a bang there. The car got into the side of me and then shot off. Don't think I could have given him any more room. So we'll keep on going. Mind you, we're racing the AI anyway, so what the heck. Never quit, says I enjoy some PR now and then. I must admit, I'm impressed on where it was before. Still a way to go, I think. But for what is still a version 1 game, a lot of people think it's Project Cars 3, but leaving the graphics aside, the physics engine is supposed to be completely brand new. It's certainly more lively than Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo cars feel so much more planted as you're going through the corners. With this, you do feel like you're sliding and you just gotta watch it all of the time. Oh. Tell you what, the car is.
We're coming onto the back marker. This guy was all over the place a few laps ago, so be careful getting past.
Oh, that warning could have come a bit earlier. That warning could have come a little bit earlier, but there we go.
We knew it'd be tough out there.
We got up to 4th from the back. So we did 1 lap, then we dropped to the back. So that was okay. Yeah, definitely more raw. Definitely. It's restart the weekend, view the replay, finish the weekend. We finished the weekend, yes. And that is our weekend done. So, yes, raceable. Career I'm not going to get into. Multiplayer, do we try it? And bear with me a second, because I have a little job to do. We'll review shortly. Right, let's see. Discord's gone crazy. Never Quit said it's nice for console folk to have a wee change. Right, okay, so we've got custom lobby, social, blocked users, haven't got them, and ranked. Don't know. I really want a GT4 race. You must participate in at least 2 events in every round on the schedule in order to qualify. This is round 3. Okay, that I do not think I want to be in, that one. Social. So we got Lime Rock Park in the MX-5, GT3, GT4 Pro Cup. Wasn't that what we were in just a moment ago? Or maybe not. And we want to pick up the BMW GT4 Evo. Wait a second. Right, so where are we? We're at GT4 Cup in Derby, and we'll select the vehicle. This is where I get a little bit caught out because we'll select vehicle. What do we do now? Back? Oh, I'm confused. Right, so we want to do this one. We want to do it in that car. Select the vehicle. Session begins in 3 minutes. Does that mean I can't go on track or do anything? Because I sort of want to go out there and I want to get a bit of practice in. But there is no practice, as I don't know the track. Lime Rock, Nürburgring. So there isn't a okay. I don't know Derby track. That's going to be worried. That's going to be, see, what I want to do is I want to go out there and practice, but I'm assuming that the race organizer has defined no practice for this car, this race. So we'll be rubbish, but we'll see what it's like. This will be interesting. This will be very, very interesting to see what happens. Very interesting on the stream as well that I've only got 14 people watching it jumps up to 18 as I say that. That 10 minutes of quality is my practice, exactly. Yeah, so the interest in PMR is down on YouTube at the moment, which is interesting because when I did this before, we were getting like up to 100 people watching and we're sitting at 18 at the moment. So again, this is showing that maybe PMR has lost the audience at the moment, and it's going away. But unfortunately, this is annoying because I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I mean, I might as well go and make a cup of tea, or go and walk the dog or whatever. I'm losing game time while I'm sitting here, which is a bit of a pain. Also, I can see there registered players 1. Does that mean there's only one person in this? Looking forward to the PR2 update, says GT Tom. Yeah, they it says alternatively people who watch PMR have their dedicated channels they watch. That's very true. Very, very true. That is very true. We will see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens on this. It'll be a bit of a shame if there's only one runner in here. Because I was hoping to be able to see a practice and then see all of the runners that are in here who were racing with, like you do in Gran Turismo. To just sit here doing nothing seems a little bit meh, if I'm honest. Right, we've got half a minute and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Yes, all new. All new. Never done a multiplayer race before. Never even looked at one previously when I was looking at this in December. And for those of you that are just joining, this is the first time I've looked at this game since December when I put it away thinking that it was a dead loss. I've had a good number of people saying, Mitch, can you please get back into PMR? Let us know what your feelings are. My feelings are pretty good from the AI race that I just did. I just did a race weekend and the car, yeah, it's very different. And you know, we'll have to see how we get to grips with the physics. It's going to be different to Gran Turismo. It's a completely different physics engine. So I'm not frightened of that, but it'll be very, very interesting to see what happens now. And again, I don't know this track at all, and I haven't got the. I'm just wondering, should I put the racing line on just to be while I'm getting used to this? I think because I'm on. Because I'm in somebody else's lobby, I'm going to give that a go. We'll turn the racing line on just while we get used to the track.
Clear of pit lane.
Whoa. Crikey. Cold tyres. Very cold tyres. Am I really the only one in this? Am I really the only person racing? That's rubbish. So how do I find a race with multiple people?
Timing started. Focus on this lap.
Right, let's actually come out of that because I want to get into a race with some people. 5 people easy, said our coach. GT7. Absolutely. Yes, I've done something wrong there. I want to get into an online race with people, and quite clearly that is not the place to do it. I'm assuming that the number one. So we've got one person in this Derby GT4 Pro Cup, which I think basically was me. One in that one. We got 2 in the day. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all? Those are all the races that we can choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In Gran Turismo, there would be loads. Right, that's social then. Blocked users. Oh, Rachel's GT Racing is up there. What's all that about? Oh, I know why. That is my block list. And I know why that is, because that's not Rachel. That's not Rachel. Ignore that. This is my block list of racers in the game, I would imagine. But I don't think it is, because there's a load of people in there that isn't really confused by that. That looked like my friends list. Right, so we've got ranked. Custom lobby would be, I think, where we set up our own. There's no lobbies found. Wow. So we've got a ranked race, a custom lobby, and social. So in the ranked, we've got 2 players in the LMDH World Championship. None in that one, none in that one, none in that one, and 1 in that one. So basically what you're saying to me then is, as I had thought, there's basically very few people that are playing PMR multiplayer. That is a big disappointment. And unless I'm looking at this wrong, that's... Yeah, that's a bit of a dead loss. Because the one thing I wanted to do is go online and get in a race with maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 people. And it doesn't look like we can. Ho-hum. I guess that's that then. I guess that the answer here is to go and find a PMR community. And the only way to do it is to open up, is to join a PMR community and race when they're racing. Tom's just saying, are you going to open up a lobby? I can do, but just don't think I'm going to find anybody. No lobbies found. Create server, I'm assuming. And we'll go with the that's all GT3. That's GTE, GT, GT1, Group C, Group LMP, LMDH, all. Where's the GR4s then? That's the GR4s. So does that now make that a GR4 race? I'm going to set that to just because I've just done it. I'm going to set that to Spielberg, which is the Red Bull Ring. Lobby is public, assist authentic, damage on, opponent's GT4. So practice is 10 minutes, qualifying is 10, race is 12. 12 laps. Okay, we'll just go with that, I think. And yeah, we go 12. Do I want to go to? I don't want to go 12 laps. That's too many. I'm going to go 6 laps, I think. And should we do a practice or straight into the quali? Okay, gotcha. Let's do that. Create in the lobby, and we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. So apparently we'll run it, and then a few people will join right at the end. All right, let's see what happens here. Again, I've got all sorts going on with my phone, but I think we'll just get out on track and just see what happens. So if I go ready, countdown in 7, 6. Okay, so I guess that the room doesn't open until I actually start it. Traveling to the track. And so the session, I'm assuming, has started.
Hammer down now.
Right, we don't need that racing line on, do we? Let's take that, turn that off. Yeah. I think I've got damage, so what happens if I return to pit? Does that now sort out my damage?
Hammer down now.
Hi, Rita. Now this is a bit strange because this car feels completely different to how it was in the single player. I haven't got the same amount of detail through the steering wheel. Ooh. It seems to be lighter. During the actual going in a straight line, I've lost all of the detail, the force feedback in the wheel. That, like the little rumble of the tyres going over the tarmac, that's all gone. That has completely thrown me. Can you not join whilst I'm in the practice? So have I blocked everybody out now? Is that what you're saying? Ah. So I can't go on track in the practice and wait for people to join. That's bonkers. That is silly. That's silly. That's silly. I'm sorry. That is crazy. So that's already enough to sort of put me off PMR a little bit. Unless you've got a captured community, then where people know that you're going to be racing at a set time, and people will just come in and join you. This seems a bit pointless. I think the PMR now really for me is all about community racing rather than just being able to jump on as an individual and just race. as in what I want. You know, initially I wanted to come in and I wanted to find a room with 8, 9, 10 people in. I mean, you can get a grid of 32. What is the point of having grids of 32 if you can't get anybody in? Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So basically, I've got to sit here now. I've got no way of telling people when we're going to start. So people don't know when the race is going to start. People don't know anything. There's no way of communicating with anybody that I can see. I mean, I can invite friends. So Never Quit is in Bulletproof Dunk. But again, you know, people on the tube will be able to see, but how do people know when the race is going to start? They could be sitting here for half an hour, and if how long is it going to be before we get a number of people? Well, basically, what I'm going to do is when we get to 8 people, I'll go. But are we even going to reach 8 people? I don't know. There's just lots. And if I fixed it, the people can only use the Evo, the BMW M4 GT4 Evo. Is that something that I've fixed? Surely not. Surely people can use whatever GT4 they like, can't they? Oh, yeah. Okay. Bulletproof is in the Audi. Okay, cool. Cool. But I want to be able to I want to say thank you for people for coming in. I want to let people know when we're going to go racing. Is there no way of communicating with anybody in game? There isn't, is there? Yeah, because what I'd like to do is saying, right, we're going to go racing at 10 past. No way of communicating. That is rubbish. Straightforward Studios, you need to get that one sorted out. You need to get, yeah, but the problem is Never Quit. It might not be polished like GT7, but that would, for me, would be an absolutely basic requirement that when I've got people coming in, I need to be able to let them know that we're going to go racing in 2 minutes, because otherwise, how do they know how long we're waiting? They could be sitting here for another hour. Could be sitting here for an hour. And the other thing is, what happens if I start when they're off making a cup of tea and then they come back 5 minutes later and they've lost half the practice? Or, oh no, I don't like that. Or half the quality if you're just doing qualifying race. I don't like that. That is, yeah. That's an email into Straightforward Studios, I'm afraid, right there. I'm going to get this one underway at 10 past for those of you that are listening. That's just, oh, we've just lost somebody. See, this is the point. People are waiting and waiting. So they ready up when they're ready. So at the end of the day, I'm not ready. I am now, but the Tikandas, however you pronounce that guy, he's not even in. So basically, what we're saying is only 4 of us. There's only 4 of us in this. And I can't even turn around to him and say, come on, ready up. We've got a countdown timer that's going as well. I've just noticed in the bottom corner, which is counting down from 30 seconds. So is that going to... Never Quit says, I'll put him in. How can you put him in? Well, We got 10 seconds and something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen in 10 seconds. I'm assuming it's going to start. It's going to automatically start. So it looks like I'm not even in control of it. Oh my word. So I can't delay a start. If I've got somebody in the stream that says, oh, can you give me a minute? I can't even delay it.
All clear.
This is not very user-friendly for lobby hosts. Hi, William. How you doing? Gone yellow in this sector. That's invalidated.
5 minutes left.
I've noticed it doesn't change gear if you've got the revs too high. So you can't bang it down through the gears. Few purples. Don't put it off. Oh no. Just put it over the curb there. Too deep there. I like the little red icon there to say whether you're doing better or worse. That's in real time. It's really nice. Come on. Hello, Mr. Theatre. How you doing? Oh, caught in the gravel again. Tyres have gone, either gone cold or they've gone very slippery. How come Rita's not set a time?
One minute left.
It's my nemesis corner, that one.
Session over. Checkered flag this lap.
I did go slightly faster by a couple of tenths. Woo! Grant's is saying, you know, GT4 in this game could be sporting not so racy brakes, explaining the long distance braking. Possibly. Oh, Richie kept going off the track, invalidating the lap. Oh, dear. Don't want to be doing that. Don't want to be doing that. Right, so that was the practice. Now we get the quali. Now that's where we know who was sandbagging.
Clear of pit lane.
I've definitely got a point in the midpoint of my wheel in multi-class that is dead, unlike in the AI racing. It's just a little bit of feeling I've lost in the middle of the wheel. Don't go off, don't go off.
You're on the clock now. This lap is counting.
I believe you can change tyres. Be a bit bonkers if you couldn't. We've got to be almost at standstill to get second gear. I don't know why I've got yellow flags flying all the time. I had them on the first lap when I was out front, so I know nobody had crashed or gone around or anything. Either that or it's a very funny green colour. Oh, William, I don't think so. It's another of the things that I didn't particularly like. So I think Rita, for hers, she has an understanding in her community that people will not tune their cars. They'll leave them as stock, I think. I might be wrong. Don't go off.
Minutes to the end.
Come on, can we get 136? My nemesis corner. No, it's off. Oh no! Oh, we were doing so well, and then that corner. Allocated it as well. Oh, we've got 3 minutes to get a 126. 136, sorry. I need you to stay green. We're only a couple of tenths up. I'm on the gravel again. That corner is going to be the killer for me. The other problem I've got is the starts. I'm not very good at starts in this.
Remaining in the session.
What reach has gone top?
Fastest on track, mate. Session over. Checkered flag this lap.
It's exhilarating.
That's
also,
pole, mate. Amazing stuff.
That's a lot harder than GT7, but I tell you what, it makes you feel alive, and yeah, it's yeah. Puts a smile on your face. It does put a smile on your face. It really does. Oh. Right, what happens now then? Assuming we just wait. Oh, here we go. Drive. Why will it not change up? It won't change.
Keep focused.
Oh. I left the pit limiter on. What an idiot! I think, why isn't this car going? Ah! We're off. That blooming corner again. Dirty tyres now. Oh, Rita, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. Can you bump draft in this, or does that just give you damage? Oh. That's one of the things, when you put a wheel in the gravel, you cannot catch it. Oh! I just hate that corner. Right. I'm going to learn my lesson in a minute. I mean, how much slower can I go through there and still get in the gravel?
Final lap, white flag. Keep up that pace and bring it back.
Not looked at dynamic weather yet, Tom. Hello, Nick. No, don't look at the chat while you're trying to race. Oh, when you get off the track, it's really hard to get back on. Oh.
Great job with the top 3 finish. Nice work.
Oh, hard work. But that corner, you get in the gravel and this wheel, it is just really pulling you around. And I've got to get better rotation through some of the corners without question. But there we go. It's a difficult one, very difficult one. Oh. And then I guess that's it, is it? So we can ready up and then we're into another one, I guess. Which puts me into a 1 minute counter. So does that mean that everybody's now got a tick in straight away? I wonder. Rich is saying the gravel's dead. Deadly. It definitely is. Definitely is. It absolutely pulls the steering wheel right round. Unready. Oh, unready, and then that will leave it. So it's when I ready, that then goes into the 30 to the 1 minute counter or whatever it is. I'm assuming. Jack Few, have you tested a full ranked grid? No, because there aren't any. Dread, missed most of this live. What are your feelings of this latest update? The AI, pretty good. Still haven't got any True Force in for the Logitech wheels, which is a bit of a shame, if I'm honest. But it's a big step up from where we were just before Christmas when was last time I looked at this. But then I've got into the hosting a lobby, and I'm afraid it's fallen a bit flat on me because one thing that the steering wheel feels slightly different between racing against the AI in single player mode and multiplayer mode. It doesn't feel quite as, feels a bit lighter, but there's no way to communicate with anybody in the game. And it's difficult to control things. Like I want to be saying to the guys in here when we're going to go racing. You know, I'd like to say we're going to go racing at 10:02, a couple of minutes time. And we still got the rank modes, but there's just, from what I could see, not a lot of people in them. And there's not a lot of people online either. Let me just come up here because Rita, I'm coming up for my end of lunchtime. So let me just come out of there. And so I haven't got time to do another one as much as I would love to. But if you go into the ranked lobbies, you've got none on the Group C Legends Cup. There's 5 on this NGT Endurance Cup. None on the next one, none on the next one, 1 on the next one, none on the next one, none on the next one, none again, none, none, none. And then that seems to be it. I can't see that there are any more races. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you got the choice of 11 races from what I can see. If I want to do a GR4, then I've only got the Pro Cup around Derby and there's nobody in it, only one person. And the other thing as well is it is saying on here, round overview, you must participate in at least 2 events in every round on the schedule in order to qualify. Well, it looks like we've already missed round number 1 and round number 2. So if we just go to the top here, if I'm reading this correctly, and chat will correct me if I'm wrong, but you've already missed, you must participate in at least 2 events in every round. So this is round 3. Okay, this is round 3, and you've got event number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I was to enter this, I would then qualify in 2 events in round 3. Yeah, but I haven't done. Okay. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, championship ends. So that one is no good because I've missed round 1 and 2. That one I've missed round 1 and 2. That one I've missed round 1 and 2. Same again. Same again. This one is just a single round race. That one you've missed out on. That one you've missed out on. That one you're okay. So at the moment I've got the choice. I've only got 2 that I can effectively do, and that's only because they're on today. So yeah, just it's all a bit strange on the ranked. And then we had social. There was 1 person in Lime Rock, none in that one, none in that one in that one, none in that one, 2 in that one, and that's it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are hosting social races, and next to nobody in them. So you know, I am thinking, if you want to change tracks, you can do this from the screen. Once you have what you want, you then control when you're ready up. No worries. I understand. So yeah, for the multi-user side of things, I very much think that PMR has either missed the boat with the botched release, or it is going to be for communities where the community leader is going to schedule races, and then the whole of the community gets together at, you know, like we do at 9 o'clock in the evening, or like TCSRL does at 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. They would all come together to then race in the PMR ranked, but not the PMR ranked races, but either the ranked or the social races. So I'm just thinking, for multiplayer, the ability as just an individual to jump in and just play, unless I've got things wrong, sort of doesn't really seem to be working very well. And then I guess that if the idea is that it is going to be more of a social game for where communities come together, then I guess you don't need the chat in the game, because you'll have your Discord, you'd have your chat room, you'd have your YouTube chat, whatever your preferred chat facility. That is where you'd be saying, so and so, can you tick in? And okay, we're going to go in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So either I'm missing the point, or that's how I think that this basically is going to be working. With regards to the installable content, it looks like I've now got my Decade pack and my Revival pack are both installed. With regards to updates, I am updated. It's still saying version 1.000, but I think I'm on 1.7. Downloads is empty. DLC, there is the Ford Falcon. How I download the Ford Falcon one, I don't know. Or maybe that, oh, okay, do that. And how do we download it? Bit strange. Not quite sure. I can get the details, and I can go back, but not quite sure how that gets installed. These two seem to install automatically. And the vehicles. Yeah, so these two have installed. Why? I don't know why I can't install these. Bit confused now. I'll have to have a little look and see how we download that stuff. But you've got the packages, the MX5 Plus pack. I mean, maybe I just haven't bought this extra content. These two I did. Liveries. So if I want to do a livery on my BMW, is there one? Is there any way of filtering this? No, there doesn't seem to be. So you just got to go through them. So Cadillac, Chevrolet, Porsche, Acura, Chevrolet, Lamborghini, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Porsche. Seems to be a lot of American cars. Audi, BMW, Aston Martin, the Porsche, Lamborghini. Let's just have a little look through. There's a few Aston Martins there. There's a BMW M4 Row, which I would like very much. You've also got the Skechers livery. Row would definitely be my choice because I've got that up on the wall. I think that's probably even going to be decision made, really. Let's just go into here. But how do you download it? That's Mod Hub. Okay, clicking on these windows at the bottom added it. So if I want to grab the Skechers one as well, Okay, gotcha. That's how to do that. So if we come out of there and we go into vehicles, Ford Falcon is free. So we'll grab that. The Praga is added to the downloads. MX5 Plus is added. GT4 engines is added. The Mazda, we'll grab all of these, and these two are done. So hopefully at some point they will come up as installed. The packages, MX5 Plus. It looks like we've already got those in what we just did. And downloadable content category, career events. So we can do all these different events. Well, that's interesting. So you might be able to set up an event to run as a lobby, and then vehicle setups. So we've got GT4, GT3, GTE. So they're all categorized. So GT4 setups. We've then got the Ford Supra and the Nissan. That's all that we can do. So there's no BMW setups in there. So we'll just leave that for the moment. So GT4, oh, by Xbox One. So this one is also got some, they're all by author. So I'm a bit confused now. Okay. So you just download all of their setups. Okay. Bit strange. Anyway, I need to get back to work, and we'll just see how that is. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing. I will be back 9 o'clock latest this evening. If I can get back a little bit earlier, then I will get in and do some GT7 lobby daily race B. But for the moment, that is my look at PMR since the recent update. Feel that they need to do just a little bit of work for hosting, in my opinion, but on the whole, it's a big step forward from where we were before Christmas, at least in that particular race with the BMW M4. It is certainly raceable. We'll now need to get into the single player mode and back into the career. And I think what I'm on is the Porsche, and just see what the difference is with that, because I was struggling with that car massively in the career. But we'll see how that goes. For now, I will catch up with you a little later. Thanks very much. Have a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, whatever you're doing. Have a great one. And I will see you again very soon. For now, take care. Bye.